Hi, this is David Filippo, the left-handed and right-winger again. I just kind of want to talk out loud about what I said about my taxes. I just can't get over it. I mean, I only paid in 3% last year. Some of it was because I usually claim zero. This first year I actually claimed higher than that on my W-2, so that may be a factor in it. But in the end, to get 18%, that's the highest return on my income that I've gotten in a long time, even though my income was a lot less. So it's a win-win. And for the Democrats to say it's just a tax break on the wealthy, looks like the middle class is making out pretty good, especially since it looks like I'm getting more money back than I actually put into it. That sounds like it's it's giving a little bit of a handout to me and probably the rest of the middle class too. And I'd say that's a really good and nice thing. I think we need to do more things like that. I mean, you could debate too. I mean, how is it going to come out of tax? How is that going to do for the tax, for the internal revenue to kind of, the services the country has to provide. And like I said, we could talk before what services should be providing and not be providing, but it does make it interesting, especially really goes a lot to see the comparison between President Trump and President Obama. I was only paying about maybe 10 to 12% out of Obama and maybe getting, maybe if I'm lucky, around 9 to 10% of it back. And it usually always was less back than what I put into it, and sometimes even a lot less than what I put back in. I think once the Republicans came power and started balancing out, I think I had like 10.5 in 2015, and then I got 10.29 back percent. So it runs out pretty good. I think we made out pretty nicely. I think that President Trump is doing all right, at least from a tax perspective, and I think if you're a people that appreciate having more money in your pocket when you work your, like a better word, work your ass off and you want more money on the side, you should be pretty happy. If you're not, then I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out on the big picture here. When you need to take care of your family and provide for them, this is it. And this is essentially largely why I vote Republican. Lower taxes, smaller government. And this is an example of that, So in that aspect, Trump is doing all right. And actually, I saw his State of Union address. I was really impressed. Really happy to see and hear what he had to say. I think we're really off to a good track. Now, there's some, we can have some debate about, what achievements he's been able to achieve and what he's going to achieve. I think we're better off than we could have been, but we'll keep driving forward. I think we're off to a slow start, but we're off to a good start. So we'll work all right there. And then as far as taxes, I don't normally make a plug, and I'm probably not going to get anything from Intuit for this, but I highly recommend you take a shot at TurboTax, because I think that's largely why I made out as good as I did, because TurboTax, it kind of makes it kind of foolproof. You just answer their yes or no question. Did you have this? Did you not do this? And if you're not sure, they kind of got like a questionnaire format, and if you have nothing to enter in, you kind of won't qualify. So you can kind of save yourself a lot of trouble. And I think I only paid, now mind you, it's because of my level, you might even pay less. I only paid $80 for my state and federal return. So it's done. And that was about that. And it is a sharp drop down, because, when I used to use H&R Block years ago, I think it was about 2013, was the last time I used H&R Block. I ended up paying like $300. I think it was part because I had to take the money out of my refund check and all that sort of stuff, and all these other fees associated with that. So it just became atrocious. And I said, well, why don't I save the money and do it on my own? I used to handwrite it way back in the day before H&R Block, and I'd always get a letter from the IRS. Oh, you made a miscalculation here. We've adjusted. Here's your new refund. And I don't see those anymore. It's exactly the same way I enter in. Whatever it says on TurboTax, it is it. So I feel much better now about that. And other than that, I think we're off to a good start. If you want to try TurboTax, I recommend it. You might make out better, especially because they let you make the account online for free first, so you don't have to do anything until you pay. But you can see what your refund should be. So if you got a tax person, then you're not, you want to question their work a little bit. This is a way to do it. Go online, fill out all the information, get to the end of the page, and it'll say, do you want to pay or not pay? But this is what your refund will be if you do pay. You can say, hey, this is what TurboTax is saying I get. This is what you say. What do you think? It can kind of let you know if you're getting your money's worth out of that tax person or H&R Block or whatever you use. But Anyway, like I said, check out TurboTax if you want to save some money on your taxes. Make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. And I think we're doing all right under President Trump. I think we're getting the money back that we deserve. And in the long run, that's that's pretty much probably the most important thing that a president can give us. So, anyway, I'll talk to you later, and thanks for stopping by.